Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead Fam. Today we are making yet another tincture, and this one I am super excited about. It can get a bad rap sometimes, but it is so good for you, especially with the upcoming fall and winter cold and flu season. And we are going to be making goldenrod tincture today. So I've got my basket and scissors ready, so let's go harvest some. Now we do have some goldenrod on our property, but we don't have quite enough right now because it is a little bit later in the season than I would normally do this. So we are going to go around our community in the ditches and find some goldenrod because I've seen plenty driving around and it is everywhere. I will show you how to identify it, what it looks like, and let's go get cutting.
E6, and I'll send you.
All right, I see some. I did not have to go very far. I am less than a quarter mile from my house and this ditch is loaded with goldenrod. So let's get out and get picking some. So when you're looking for goldenrod, you're going to want to find these bright yellow, beautiful flowers. They have a thicker stick-like stem and also long, narrow green leaves. Now you might hear people say that goldenrod is what causes allergies and they hate it because it makes their allergies flare, but that's actually not the case. This plant actually helps your allergies. Instead, there is a plant that grows near goldenrod often, and that is called ragweed. This is a green-like plant that has green bud-like flowers, and this is actually the plant that causes allergies and that you want to stay away from. Now when you're harvesting this goldenrod, the flower is the best part to harvest. It has the most benefit. So I am just clipping these at the base of the flowers, and then I will take any leaves or any stems apart from the flowers when I wash them up later. And just like any other tincture, you're going to want to make sure that you are harvesting a nice and bright, healthy plant. Try to avoid anything that's wilting, anything that's brown. You want healthy flowers, which I was thankfully able to get a lot today, even though it's pretty late in the season. Now before I go and get started with my tincture, I'm going to just make sure I am washing or rinsing all of these flowers off just to make sure there's no dirt or bugs remaining on the plant. This doesn't have to be anything crazy, just give them a good rinse, pat them dry on a towel, and you're good to go. Okay, we now have our goldenrod all rinsed off, all the bugs, the dirt are off of here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just separate the most of the flowers from the stem and then plop them into, this is a half-gallon mason jar. I'm hoping to fill it all the way up, but you also need to cover it in an alcohol that's at least 80 proof. So this is as much as I have today, so I'm hoping that it will fill up. If not, I will just go and get some more and fill it up to the top. But I'm just going to go ahead and start ripping, or I still have my scissors, and packing this into my jar. This is why I got so much, is because we only want the flowers and we want this to be packed in very tight. So we're just going to keep doing this until our jar is full or we run out of goldenrod. Again, if you find any pieces that you come across that are already wilted and really brown, don't use those. Try and use the freshest ones possible. We were a little bit later here in the season in Michigan, so mine, I would like them to be more buds instead of flowered out, but it will still work. It will still be fine. Just try not to use the super brown ones. Alright, we had just about the perfect amount to fill our half-gallon mason jar. So I don't know exactly how many stems I had, but if you pick about a basket full of that size, you'll be able to fit it in about a half-gallon mason jar. So now that our jar is full of this goldenrod, we need to fill it with that alcohol. So again, I'm just using a vodka. It's one of the cheaper vodkas, and it has to be at least 80 proof. And we are going to fill this until it covers the top of this goldenrod. So I only have this much today, so if I don't have enough to fill it, I'm going to run to the store and go grab some. But you want it, all of my tinctures, I just fill my jars and then bring the alcohol up to just past the herb or the plant or whatever I'm using to make a tincture, and that is what I go by. I don't go by strict measurements. I just want the alcohol to completely submerge the plant. So this is going to be very close. I have a feeling I'm going to have to top it off just a little bit with some more that I get, but that's okay. So it came just to the top, a little bit low for my liking. But I'm going to show you how I could make this work if I wanted to, because if I press down, you see how that vodka comes up to the top. I like to add a weight to my tinctures. This is a glass fermenting weight, but I like to add it to my tinctures to keep everything below the liquid. So I usually stick this right on in here, give it a good press, and it actually does submerge everything, if you can see that there. And what we will do is, I think later I am going to come back and top this off a little bit, but then we're just going to cover this and seal it with the top. And the biggest point here is you're going to want to make sure you label your jar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put today's date on, which today is the 25th when I'm doing this. And then that way I know from this date when I need to come back to it. So this is the date it was made, and I'm gonna let this sit for 6 to 8 weeks. Usually I let mine sit 8, and it will extract all of the herbal goodness from the goldenrod into the alcohol. And then what we will do when this is done is we will pour off all of the liquid, and you'll have the best goldenrod tincture. You'll also want to keep this out of direct sunlight, so in your kitchen is fine as long as it's not directly hitting the sun, or any other spot in your house out of direct sunlight. So this is the process I use for almost all of my tinctures. I have a lot of other tincture recipes that are already posted on my YouTube page if you want to go give those a look. Some other ones I've done are a mullein tincture, a yarrow tincture. I'm probably going to be doing an elderberry tincture or an elderberry syrup. I'm not sure which one yet, but I love stocking my medicine cabinet with herbal remedies like this. We are not an all or nothing family on anything, so we always try to use the herbal remedies first, and then if we need to, go to modern medicine. We're still thankful for modern medicine, but we like to do herbal and natural as much as possible. If you liked this video, please give us a like and a subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss the next videos and you get notified, and we will see you for the next one.